Hey there, welcome back to the Barrow. I am the Barrow White. We are playing some more NIMBY Rails, German Rails series, and of course today is episode 29, Regional Express 9, from Sassnitz to Rostock. We are in the far north of Germany now. And as usual, we get rolling right away, starting at the next town I needed to build. Take a look, see what we got here. Oh yeah, we got the little town of Sassnitz all the way up in the far north. And RE9 is actually pretty short. It's only like 4 towns up on this island. But obviously 4 stops isn't going to make much of a video. So this video will do RE9 from Sassnitz to whatever the town is here at the bottom of this island. But then there's also a larger route, and it might be RE9 as well, and it goes from Sassnitz all the way down to Rostock. Lietzow. That is the bottom of this island, and Sassnitz is the top of this island. And we'll get trains running here, because there's actually trains running back and forth between these 2 towns all day long. And there you have it. That's the entire line, and it runs several times a day between Lietzow and Sassnitz. Those don't even sound German, they sound Polish or Russian. There it goes. And I think I just have to mess around with the timing a little bit. It gets to the end and it waits a half an hour. Then it goes to the other end and it waits half an hour. But as I said, once we get that going, then we'll continue the line westward. We'll get across the causeway here to the next town over, and we'll head to the mainland. Well, this castle is special. Not only is it red, it has one of those giant man-bear pigs jumping out of it. But this one has a crown. Bergen auf Rügen. Rügen is the area. Bergen, I think, typically means mountains, so I don't know what Bergen auf Rügen means. But Rügen is actually the island that we were talking about with Sassnitz on it. It's Germany's largest island. And it's located off the Pomeranian coast. Maybe that's where the Pomeranian puppies come from. We used to have a Pomeranian. His name was Zach. He was a really good dog. Zomtons. Their coat of arms looked Irish. It was green and had clovers, blue hearts, yellow moons, green stars. Rambin. Oh, I went off track there a little bit. I guess looking at it, we must still be on Rügen Island. I think Sassnitz was way up on a northern part of the island, just a tiny part of the island to the northeast. I'm kind of looking at a map on the side here. Oh yeah. Sassnitz Delitzau. That's just a small part of the island. We're still on the island, and we won't get off of the island until we get to Stralsund, and we're almost there, it looks like. Rambin, and then we might be there. Yep, we want to cross the bay. And now we are definitely on the mainland. You'll notice that I have the tracks back to their normal appearance. I turned off that overlay that was showing the speeds. I had turned that on by accident, and had just been a little too lazy to go figure out how to turn it off. But I did eventually figure it out. You know, I was mistakenly thinking that Rügen Island was on the North Sea, but it's not. It's on the Baltic Sea, or as the Germans call it, the Ostsee, the East Sea. And the Baltic, of course, is what's between Sweden and Poland, Lithuania, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Kaliningrad? I didn't even know that was a country. I guess that's part of Russia. It's part of Russia. Velgast. That would look like a golden plow to me. I guess the green spots here, the fields, or the yellow spots must be the fields that they're plowing. How would you like to live in this town? Where are you from? Altenwillertagen. That's hard. That's long. But then this one here is Ribnitz-Darmgarten. Germans just are used to saying long words. Munchagen. Remember, that is related to monks, and that's the same root as München with an M-U instead of an M-E. München, all the way down in Bayern, in Bavaria. Many towns and cities named after monks or the monks that lived in them. It just shows you what a dominance the church had over Europe. I mean, in particularly Germany. So everything has some kind of religious root, it seems like. You see angels and monks and Bibles and crosses. And I suppose some of the coats of arms have things that are non-religious, like this one, the giant griffin. It's definitely not a religious symbol. I don't think it is. But so many of these are, because the church, and when I say the church, I mean the Catholic Church, dominated the entire continent for more than 1,000 years. And nowadays, these countries are still Christian, but they're not all Catholic, because of course, the Protestant Reformation happened, and now, from what I understand, in Germany, most people are either, if they're religious at all, are Catholic, or Evangelisch, which I believe is similar to Catholic, but without the Pope. Lutheran. So I did look it up, and yeah, the evangelical, I guess that's how you'd say it in English, the Evangelical Church in German, NIMBY, is a federation of 20 Lutheran, Reformed, and United Protestant regional churches and denominations. So as opposed to Catholicism. And the current Evangelical Church in Germany was actually founded in 1948. Though they've been around much longer than that. And so we finally got the Rostock, and now we're building the line and adding all of the stops, and we should start testing our trains here in just a second. Once I get the timetable built in. We got the daily. Now let's just copy that to every day of the week. Oh, got to pick a depot first, so pick the day. Copy it to all. So it looks like the two lines on here, that short one, from Sassnitz to Litzow, the two lines are kind of hanging each other up here. I'll have to figure out the timing of that. Doesn't seem like anything's moving. Alright, let's go to the next morning. I'm going to go ahead and reset this train and see if we can get things working right. Alright, there it goes. Oh, the brown train, oops. The brown train is the one that goes on the short line from Sassnitz to Litzow. And the blue train is the one that goes all the way from Sassnitz to Rostock. And here you got a great view of the map. That looks great. And you can see how big Rügen Island is. Look at that up to the top right. Germany's biggest island. Alright, it looks like our test run worked well. We didn't have any weird zigzags where it couldn't find a station. So we have a 2-hour and 27-minute interval right now between, that's how often the train would stop at any one station. So we definitely want to add at least one more train. Now to do that, I think I will build a depot down here in Rostock. There we go. That looked like that might have been a station. I need to be careful. I sometimes accidentally pick station when I mean depot. Alright, so we just changed the starting station and the ending depot, copy it over to all the days on this train, and we have a second train on the line. Yep, see, I did have to replace it with a depot. sometimes do that where I put a station down accidentally. Alright. I should be able to pick that depot. I have the same problem. I probably need to change the signaling here. Or, yeah, there we go, make a longer section so there's more room for the trains to stop and wait for the other to pass. Yep, I think I fixed it. There we go. It's almost 11 o'clock at night, and our trains are busy. And, oh, interesting. They were both at opposite ends of the track when they decided to go back to the depot. So that's it for this episode. Let's take a look at our stats here. 109 kilometers this episode, 25 new stations. For a grand total of 2,141 kilometers and 503 stations. That's right, we're over 500 stations. So as always, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Always love to hear what you're thinking. And we'll see you next time in the barrel. Bye.